one of my first acts as Prime Minister will be to put the Hillsborough Law on the statute book.
As leader of the opposition, he promised it, and again as Prime Minister.
One of my first acts would be to bring in a Hillsborough Law, a duty of candour.
In front of the man who first presented the bill.
And so the Hillsborough Law is not just a promise delivered, it is also a recognition.
Then, last September, campaigners saw the so-called Hillsborough Law introduced to Parliament. The legislation's supposed to force authorities and public officials to tell the truth to inquiries and stop cover-ups after disasters like Hillsborough. 97 Liverpool fans died after a crush at the stadium in Sheffield in 1989. In the past week, though, criticism's been growing about a government amendment to the bill that would have given security services, like MI5, a veto on any evidence going before an inquiry. A debate about that, due to be held today, was abandoned late last night.
Frustrated, but mightily relieved, if I'm honest, because the mere thought of me going into that place and voting against a piece of legislation that bears the name Hillsborough would have been heartbreaking for me. So I was relieved when we got the call, but we've got to utilise the time now wisely, and we've got to move forward and make sure that we get an amendment from the government that's worthy of the name Hillsborough.
Of course, the law is not just for the victims of Hillsborough. The inquiry into the 2017 Manchester Arena attack found it could have been stopped if MI5 had acted on key intelligence in the months before. Then there's the Horizon IT scandal, Infected Blood, Windrush, Grenfell, the list goes on. It's a wide-ranging bill the Prime Minister has wedded himself to, and it's proving more complex than he might have imagined.
Obviously, I have to focus on the national interest, my primary duty as Prime Minister, which is to keep this country safe and secure. That is the duty I hold above all other duties, and I take it really seriously, which is why we're just taking time to make sure that we get that balance absolutely right.
Hillsborough campaigners have fought tirelessly for truth, justice and accountability for nearly 4 decades now, and still it goes on.
And each time the families make the trip to Westminster and nothing happens, it's not just the frustration of a wasted journey, it's the trauma that they relive every time they come and prepare to tell their stories.
Do you think the government should have been better prepared here?
It's difficult to say because this is a bill that cuts across almost every government department. So I don't want to criticise them too heavily for the delay, but the worry is that it's always a last-minute delay.
The government hasn't committed to a time frame for the Hillsborough Law to become law. Campaigners want them to get it right and are prepared to wait. After all, they're used to waiting.